Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. I have missed y'all. Just a lot going on in my life right now, so I miss y'all though. But yeah, I ran across, cause I haven't been seeing TISA. Well, I've been seeing her, but just not on YouTube. Well, not on her. I've been seeing on Nancy Grace. And anyway, I just happened to see her, and then I was like, "Darn, Tony Braxton, what's going? I mean, Tamar Braxton, what's going on with Tamar?" So I thought I would do a quick reaction. It's gonna be a quick one too, okay? But I just wanted to find out what's going on with. I want y'all to know what's happening to Tamar. I don't know. I know a while back she had some like blood clots in her lungs. They had to remove a darn rib, that kind of stuff. So let's see what's going on. I'm gonna let Tisa go ahead now. Then I give it to you. Mm, I'm so sorry. Then I come back with my reaction. Um, I forgot to tell y'all that the reaction is coming from Tisa Tell's platform on YouTube. All right, and y'all please hit like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, the reaction, any just a little bit, okay? Thank y'all so much, and we'll just go, okay?
Okay, what is going on with Tamar? She just posted something not even a few minutes ago that have so many people, including myself, disturbed. What is going on? We are going to get to the bottom of this, but honestly, what is Tamar talking about? First of all, Tamar said, I struggled to write this, but everyone keeps calling me, and honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. She said, I almost died on.
Yeah. When I read that and she said that she was almost gone from us, y'all, just gone from the world. And this happened Sunday, August 17th, 2025. Just so when I look back at it, I know when. Okay. But anyway, yeah, it's something serious. Dang, Tamar.
Sunday.
Oh,
Okay.
dang, no,
Um, she said, I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is. I
okay. She said she was found in a pool of blood from a friend or with a friend with a face injury. That sentence, even though she was weak when she wrote it, she wasn't feeling too hot. But I want to just listen to this one more time because she said she was found in a pool of blood from a friend with a face injury. I read it also, and that's what it says, and I'm trying to figure out what.
friend with a I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth and mobility. The way I look at life now is totally different. As my
I wonder, because it says she was struggling with also with mental, physical. Now it's physical, and she said the more her physical gets better, her mental is getting worse. Mm.
health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Pray for me for real. I don't even know what happened to me. Now, we're going to have to play detective. First of all, hopefully Tamar heals quickly, but what is going on? Did she do this to herself? Did someone do this to her?
Right.
What is going on? If you guys don't know, Tamar has kind of been like crashing out lately. Okay. I know what some people said. She can't take the fact that Candy is so successful. Shut up. This is a very serious conversation. We're not going to bring in the age old war between Tamar and Candy.
Right.
But prior to that, y'all remember when Tamar got on the internet and without being the spokesperson without getting any type of sponcon. She let us know that not only was she on prep, but she was smarter than the other girls that weren't on prep. And then she was talking about, imagine you signing an NDA.
Wait, let me check something out. I'm testing something. All right. Just a minute. I apologize, y'all. I'm trying to. Okay. I was just trying to do a little test right quick.
Which made me believe that she was messing with someone that wanted her to sign an NDA and was so out in the streets that he had that mofo on prep. And I said, listen, be on prep, be safe. I don't care what you do, right? But how are you out here promoting prep without a prep sponsorship? Prep would have paid you millions to get on
Yeah.
out there and literally be the key dum-dum of the year. All right, so that happened, okay? But, okay, so let's see. You're found in a pool of blood.
All right.
Tamar does have a history of dating abubu people, if not physical, then mental. We remember what happened with JR when he was eating Tommy's groceries, telling Tommy.
Oh wow. Tommy told everybody. I think Tommy was a female from Baddies, right? But Tommy said she only did it to make Tamar upset and mad or something. I don't. It's just crazy. That was a crazy story, but I wasn't doing reactions or anything then, so it's in TISA's videos. Yeah, but so everything the past few years like has been messing with Tamar's mental. Like when she had to live with her mama, all that stuff. I see the cooking show. She's running in and out because the really her mom and her son is the one doing that I see cooking and stuff like that. So for her to be found in a pool of blood, nose fractured, teeth knocked out, found by a friend. Okay, let's go. Let's go, y'all. Wait a minute, I'm scared to hit it hard.
Tommy all Tamar's business, spending all his Hilton reward honor points on her. And Tamar was like, my man, my man, my man, only for that man to play the mess out of her and use her credit card to rent a room to be with another woman. Yeah,
Yeah.
go watch old videos if you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. So my first question is, because we got to play, because Tamar is releasing this information to the world. So I want to know, did someone do this to you? Did someone do this to you? A fractured nose.
Y'all can also find this on page 6. And I think page 6. I saw it on People in People magazine. So y'all, this is crazy. I hope she's all right, man.
Do this to you? Did someone do this to you? A fractured nose makes me think it was right. Waking up in a pool of blood. They hit her so hard she woke up. She didn't know what was going on. She literally lost memory. Her health is on the mend, which means her face and stuff is on the mend. Missing teeth. She has to go to the dentist. All this other stuff. Her health is on.
She said she could barely walk also, y'all. She could barely be mobilized. You know what I'm saying? Oh
The
God.
men, and now it's time for her mental. Did a man do this to her? If they did, we need to ride at dawn. Yes, Tamar is a dum dum, just like Khloe Kardashian, but she's our dum dum. How effing dare you? But then I started to think about it. I'm gonna take y'all to a little sad blast from the past because I said, what if and let's not forget when she was with JR and her car got robbed and JR didn't care and said she was out of her mind.
Mhm.
Anyway, the second thing is, did Tamar do this to herself? I'm being dead serious because I remember when Tamar, when things were going bad with that boy she was with, David, that little scammer, or I don't know if he was a scammer, but he appeared to
Excuse
be a
me, y'all.
scammer. And she tried to take her own. mm, If you try to take your own through pill or whatever, and then you wake up, maybe you just passed out and you fell flat on your face, and that's where the missing teeth and the fractured nose is. Listen to this, right? Y'all remember this was in 2020. Tamar was getting honest about her suicide attempt and how she was just barely sliding by. She was on Taraji B. Henson's Facebook Watch show. I took notes and we're going to go through them, okay? She was hospitalized in July after being found unconscious. Again, she said her friend found her unconscious too. After being found unconscious by her partner, David Adefeso, at the Ritz-Carlton residence in Los Angeles and was later transferred to a mental health facility. Tamar did say she's fixing her health and now she has to fix her mental. She said, I just felt choked because it was no escape. I just didn't see another way out. I wanted to, and everything was
Mm,
going wrong. She explained some of the aspects of her life that she felt weren't going right. She said, I had no relationship with my family. Is Tamar tight with her family again? Again, I was
oh, I
estranged from
didn't
my
see.
sisters, including my mother. My relationship with my fiance at the time was out of control. I saw no signs of nothing. Now, again, Tamar's being honest. I know some of us are like, how, when you got a 7-year-old kid, are you worried about this mofo? Right. But
Yeah, and the 7-year-old kid, that joker was big. The one I seen, I mean, is it the same? Look, y'all let me know in the comments. It's the one on the cooking show. That is her child also, right? And if he's 7, that's a big 7. Okay? Maybe he's just a big 7. Because I heard she only has one child. And he sure called her mama. And he's the height of the grandma and her. Right? To be 7. But anyway, let's keep going.
it's whatever. She said she gained 50 pounds and she said, I didn't even recognize myself anymore. That should have been such a huge sign that something was wrong. And again, she added that her relationship with her son, 7-year-old Logan, was only surface level. While tearing up,
Lord.
she said she thought he'd be better off if she was gone. Now, again, Tamar loves her kid. So for her to feel like her relationship back then with her son was only surface level, that lets me know you are deep, deep, deep in depression and you were just not.
I would have never said that because if she would have went through with it, or if this is out, and then now she goes through with it, her son is gonna feel a way that may not. Man, no, never blame anybody for that. Unaliving yourself because it is nobody's fault but your own, yours. So please don't put nobody else's name in that stuff. Never, never.
Harming yourself. Oddly enough, why didn't you think your
Hey,
relationship was surface level with your fiance? Not my question to ask, but it is what it is. Um, she said she also Taraji said you thought he'd be better off without you. She said in that moment she did. Logan was the reason why I made that decision.
see, you
I
don't
know
say
Tamar
that.
is speaking very honestly, but that's some deep mess to say on a national show that you were the reason I made the decision to
Mm,
suicide myself.
mm-mm.
I just felt like he deserved better. I felt like I was embarrassing him being a fool on TV. So you made the decision to suicide yourself and you're saying this so that your kid can kind of feel like
Yeah, I feel like it's his fault. If he wasn't there, then maybe she would have stayed. Don't do that. That is crazy, y'all.
anyway, let me hurry up through this. I gotta get to the gym because again, Tamar, the great thing about Tamar is she is so brutally honest. The bad thing about Tamar is what goes
Wouldn't have
on
said
in
that.
your mind? And this isn't to her suicide attempt. I hope she's in a better place. I hope this wasn't a suicide attempt. I hope it wasn't even anyone putting their hands on her. I hope it really was some freak accident, but I don't think many freak accidents leave you in a pool of blood. Anyway, she said the first time I knew that things weren't normal is when everything went down with the real. I was in my bedroom. I was completely dark. You don't shower, you don't eat, and you don't know what that week is. I will say,
Wow.
you don't know what week it is. I will say that during the time with the real, this is before we knew Vince was like, right? And we thought he was a good man. And then we found out that Vince might be like Hannibal Lecter, like, in a in a nutty professor suit. Okay, fine. I'll be serious. I'll be serious. She said I was able to hide it enough to pull myself barely out of there, and then I go back to the same toxic lifestyle without dealing with everything that happened to me prior, and this was continually happening to me. Anyway, this is around the time that Tamar said that she was working. She listen. Here's the thing with Tamar, and I actually do feel sorry for her, even though she going do something and curse everybody out, right? I think Tamar, for whatever reason, something happened in that Braxton household growing up. I
Mm,
don't know what it is, but there needs to be a lot of healing everybody seems to go through, want to go through, needs to go through for childhood. Tamar then got involved with very abusive partners, mentally and physically. And I don't think that she's ever found a relationship. Everybody is a better version than the last person, but she hasn't made that jump to get out of abuseville. You know what I'm saying? So even though on the surface she's like my man, my man, my man and all the stuff, I think she is still growing past because when you're in an abusive situation, they also change you because it's like you're in war. So you start to react like you're in war. So people that aren't in war are like, ooh, what are you doing? So my whole point of the matter is with the Tamar situation, I hope this was a freak accident. I hope she heals quickly. I hope to God Tamar finds peace. But something tells me there's more to the story. And I hope Tamar finally slows down and literally makes peace with the wounded part of her that is running from whatever she wants to avoid. I don't know if it's childhood. I don't know if it's death. Again, I don't know what it is, but there's something that disgusts her so much, that shames her so much, that humiliates her so much, that she is divorcing herself from herself. And she is a stranger to herself. And it keeps attracting men that see that she is divorced from herself because she is, I don't know what it is, fearful, shamed, embarrassed, whatever it is. And she needs to literally reconnect with herself and truly learn to love herself. Because once she loves herself and she sees the love for herself reflected in her own eyes when she looks in the mirror, it'll be impossible to fall for the okey doke with these men that say they love her, but they keep showing that they don't. Once you see what someone's eyes look like when they love you, your eyes first, you see that reflection in other people's eyes and you can move toward it. Anyway,
yeah, you have to learn to love your own self. You gotta love yourself first. Tamar, Tamar, I read she's only 48, and she's still looking for love. Maybe she needs to step back, no, and wait, and let one come to her. Let her find her, cause she's keep attracting the wrong ones, and I can relate. That's why I'm single also. Been single over a year because I am reflecting on my own myself. Yeah, until God will send someone when it is time. Yeah. So Tamar, I'm older than you, but you may need to get yourself healed up and figure out what happened to you that Sunday evening or afternoon or whenever. But it was Sunday. I do know that. And you can find the article in People, and I saw it in page 6. Okay, on page 6. All right, so I'm gonna leave it right here. I just want y'all to know that she has a fractured nose. She had lost some teeth. She's having trouble walking. She's very weak. So she said people kept calling her, but she was so weak, and having to have to talk to people. So she struggled and wrote a something she could just put on Instagram. Okay, so that's how that went. So I'm gonna leave it right here, and y'all just leave whatever you want to leave in the comments. And if y'all know something more, leave it in the comments. Please like and subscribe to Valentine TV. I appreciate it so very much. Thank y'all so much. Okay. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. All right. Bye, y'all.